Hi guys, welcome back to our third video in this series, how to franchise your business. This is an exciting video because we're going to chat about launching your franchise. We're going to look at how to sell your franchise. And this is really exciting because you can potentially work out what your turnover can be by selling franchises. And this is the world or the journey that I took on, and I discovered that there's actually a lot of people out there that would love to make money from my idea. And that's the whole thing about franchising, is I've created the whole franchise module, I've created the whole concept. It's been working for me for many years, so obviously it can work for somebody else. And when I started looking at the global sort of potential of franchising my business, I really got excited, and I started drawing up figures. If this is how much I'm going to ask for my franchise, and the reason I'm asking so much for my franchise is this and this and this, I started realizing that I can actually make a couple of million just by franchise sales. Okay, obviously not all is profit, but it's a good turnover. With, in my case, was about a 35% gross profit at the end of the day. Okay, so the question is, how do I launch my new franchises and how do I sell them? So I just want to break it up in two parts: how to launch and then how to sell. So let's just look at how to launch. And the following documentation is very important in order for you to launch. So I'm just going to go through the documentation that you need. The documentation that you're going to need in order for you to launch your new franchises is, obviously, you need a franchise contract. So you're going to have a franchise contract that has been drawn up by a professional that specializes in franchise contracts. And you've got everything in the contract in place that covers yourself, and obviously that gives room and freedom for your new potential franchisee. Okay, the non-disclosure agreement, or the NDA, is also very important because this is where you start. So if somebody's interested in buying a franchise from you, you're going to send them an NDA, or a non-disclosure agreement. They're going to sign that. So basically what the non-disclosure agreement just says is that all info, all trade secrets that you share in your prospectus about your business stays your intellectual property, or your IP. So with other words, when somebody is interested in buying your franchise, the NDA document is very important, because that's going to give you peace of mind sharing your prospectus or the franchise information to the potential franchisee. Of course, then the prospectus document, which you have access to all my documentation that I use for my franchises. The prospectus document is where the potential franchisee will be able to make an informed decision about buying your franchise. And then of course the application form, and then if it's possible to put a catalog together. It's very nice to have a catalog, so you can WhatsApp that to somebody, or can email that to somebody that's interested without letting them sign an NDA, because the catalog basically just tells the potential franchisee about the business. Okay, so let's just look at, this is the documentation that you need: a franchise contract, a non-disclosure agreement, a prospectus, and an application form. So when somebody's interested, this is the documentation that they will then receive, and then of course you only send them the information when they signed a non-disclosure agreement. Because remember guys, you've taken your experience, you've taken your wisdom, all your efforts. You've created a franchise module and you're giving that to somebody else to have a look. So obviously they can think, oh, you know, I can maybe do it without franchising. So you just want to safeguard yourself there. Okay, then let's just look at the second part of this video, is how to sell your franchises. Okay, in order to sell your franchises, you need the documentation in place that we've just mentioned, because it's important to give somebody the opportunity to make an informed decision. Okay, so if you're ready now with all your documentation, selling the franchises is very exciting. And what I've experienced the past 3 years is that Facebook offers an amazing platform for advertising. Okay, so in order to sell your franchises, this is what you basically gonna need. You're gonna need a website. You're gonna need presence online. Okay, in our technologically advanced world that we're living in, you need online presence. So online presence is a website, a Facebook page, an Instagram page, or whatever social media platform you're using. I will come back to Facebook just now. And then of course all your marketing materials and documentation. So the documentation we've just covered now. Marketing materials is where you create an advert that interests somebody to buy your franchise. Okay. Now guys, if obviously by now you probably have a website. If you don't have a website, we are happy to help and assist you with that. We also can help you with a Facebook page, create a Facebook page, and social media presence, and create a presence online so that people can find you when they go and search for your opportunity. Okay, the following process is what worked very well for me. When I launched Bricktail Magic back in 2017, it was new to me. I spent a lot of money. I spent close to 100,000 Rand just to get to the stage where I am ready to sell my franchises. So and I wasn't very clued up with social media marketing at that stage, but I learned and I paid a big price for it. But what worked for me eventually was I'll put an ad on Facebook saying, okay, we are looking for franchisees, potential franchisees. Your areas are now available. If interested, click here, learn more, whatever the case may be. And people will click on the link and go to our website, and we've put on our website a page for the whole franchising concept. And people will go and read there, and we create the interest on that page for people then to sort of fill in the form. And then once they filled in the form, I've got their details and I get an email that informs me there's somebody interested in your franchise. I will get in contact with them, I'll email them the documentation, and it started from there. I was very unsure of what will happen in the beginning, but obviously through a lot of prayer, a lot of belief, a lot of faith, and a lot of motivation, I sold the first franchise that same month. I started advertising, and I then realized people are looking for opportunities. Okay, so guys, this covers our video, our third video in the series. Our next video is gonna be very interesting as well, and we're gonna talk more about selling your franchise, and of course the three big questions that any buyer asks before buying a franchise. So we're going to look at that. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.